Alright, so time has come finally to run the installer. You can see that I have browsed to mynewsitedomain.com/mynewsitedomain. Now the reason for why it looks like this is that I didn't put the installer files and the Orca files in the root folder of my web host, because I plan to have other site on this host and I do not want to mess up things. Anyway, in your case, if you're running only one site on a specific host, then you will naturally just put it in the root folder of your domain. So let's start with the installer. So I'm gonna just click on it and voila, you see, this is the magic. So the first thing we need to do is to actually use the database connection details that we created previously in this course. So I'm gonna just choose connect and remove all data, and here I have localhost. So the name of the database, I'm gonna just choose the login credential for that specific database, and here it is. So I'm gonna just copy the database name, copy, paste it here. Next we have the username, let's copy that as well, paste it here, and finally the password. So I'm gonna just copy it and paste it here. So let's test the connection. So you see that it works really well. All right. We have also the ability to get the setup help. And if you click on it, you can see that you can view video tutorials and guides. You have also the ability to check the resources page for this plugin. I'm not going to dig into that right now because it is out of the scope of this course. We have the advanced options as well. And here you have a lot of, just as it states, advanced options to choose among. I'm not going to play around with those as well because it is also out of the scope of this course. We want to keep things pretty much simple and we do not want to overcomplicate. So let's just choose I have read all warnings and notices and click on run deployment. All right, sure, we want to do this, and processing files in database, please wait. All right, so here you have the options to modify the settings. I'm gonna just leave this as it is. I'm gonna just name it to my new site domain. And in the advanced options, you have the ability to actually choose the plugins you want to use, the tables, etc. So if you're not familiar with these kind of activities, just leave it as it is and click on run update. So let's do that. All right, so this is it. So you see that we have finally done the movement from our old host to our new host. So the last thing we need to do is to click on save permalinks. Permalinks are basically a way of telling how your post is going to be displayed in the URL up here. So I'm gonna just choose custom structure, and here I'm gonna choose /% category %/ post name % / in order to have my post displayed as category and then followed by the post name. Of course, you are free to do this in any way you want, but this is just as SEO or search engine optimization friendly method of doing this. So let's just click on save changes. You can see here that it states reserved duplicator install files have been detected in the root directory. Please delete these reserved files to avoid security issues. I'm gonna show you this in the upcoming lecture, so we don't need to mess around with this right now. If you go back to the WordPress duplicator, you see that everything went well. Deploy errors, update notices, etc. And we can also test the site, which I'm also going to test a little bit more in the upcoming lecture. So let's close down that. And this is basically how you move your site from your old web host to a new host. Stay tuned.